Malkin Eviscerates filthy clown Stephen Colbert for cruel Trump attack. Conservative commentator Michelle Malkin is furious over Stephen Colbert's anti-Trump joke in Colbert's hostile attack against Trump. He said the president has, quote, more people marching against you than cancer. The only thing your mouth is good for is being Vladimir Putin's, holster. The joke pissed off a lot of people, from Trump-loving Americans to some members of the LGBT, who felt that the joke was, quote, homophobic. Colbert is now being investigated by the FCC. I really don't know how much lower these clowns in late night can get. I don't want them to be filtered. I don't want them to be censored. I want them to keep showing America how hate-filled and how vile and how filthy so much of their thinking about public disclosure in America really is, said Malkin in an interview with Sean Hannity. There was a time when late-night comedy could appeal to a broad demographic of people in America, and whether it was stupid pet tricks or talking about doing pranks on your kids at Halloween, or the bread and butter of so much of late-night TV, having on fellow celebrities to chat about the Tinseltown fluff, said Malkin. But no, these people now, I think, believe so much of their own press. Where do these people get off thinking that we actually care about their opinions on serious policy matters, said Malkin. Do you think she's right? Check out the interview below.
Welcome back to Hannity. Late night talk show host Stephen Colbert continues to go after President Trump and his administration, even after the uproar over his vile and crude monologue Monday night that had people calling for him to be fired. Here he is, at it again last night. Watch this.
One reporter ran into Wright's Priebus, who told her the president stepped up and helped punt the ball into the end zone. I think a more accurate football metaphor might have been the GOP just kicked America in the Republicans went over to the White House, where Donald Trump spoke about the bill in front of the nation's strategic white guy reserve. And he wanted to be very clear about what this is.
This is, make no mistake, this is a repeal and a replace of Obamacare. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake.
Yes, make no mistake. We've already made enough for today.
And Colbert is not the only one. Other late-night show hosts are also attacking the president. Watch this.
I saw that Democrats are calling for the new Republican health care bill to be called Trump Care. Experts say that's the first time the words Trump and care have ever been said together.
Big news later this month. Donald Trump is going to make his first foreign trip as president. First foreign trip, yeah. That's right, he's visiting a library.
A member of the conservative House Freedom Caucus said yesterday that it can be difficult to negotiate with President Trump because it's hard to tell what he's thinking. Also, if.
Joining us now with reaction, the host of Michelle Malkin Investigates on CRTV.com. Michelle Malkin. Michelle, look, so Stephen Colbert started this off a couple of nights ago. This was written, it was in his prompter, the producers knew, CBS knew he was going to deliver it, and he still delivered it anyway. You can't say it was a mistake. But your thoughts on doubling down and tripling down on this vulgar, vile stuff?
Eric, I really don't know how much lower these clowns in late night can get. I don't want them to be filtered. I don't want them to be censored. I want them to keep showing America how hate-filled and how vile and how filthy so much of their thinking about public discourse in America really is. They really should be thanking Donald Trump. They are now all absorbing what's being called in the TV industry a so-called Trump bump. Prior to Stephen Colbert sinking as low as he's gotten, his ratings were actually dwindling. And I think that they are grasping desperately at these attacks because it's the only way, I think, that they can stay relevant. There was a time when late night comedy could appeal to a broad demographic of people in America. And, you know, whether it was stupid pet tricks or talking about doing pranks on your kids at Halloween, or the bread and butter of so much of late night TV, having on fellow celebrities to chat about the Tinseltown fluff. But no, these people now, I think, believe so much of their own press, and this is the problem with living and breathing and working in coastal bubbles. Where do these people get off thinking that we actually care about their opinions on serious policy matters? And yeah, I'm looking at you, Jimmy Kimmel.
All right, well, I'm looking back at you, Michelle Malkin, and I mean, listen, here's where I remember Johnny Carson, going all the way back to Johnny Carson. Politics and monologues and late night have always been together, but for some reason, Stephen Colbert, he went over the line. In my opinion, he went over the line. You can talk about a president, you can make fun of a president, but when you get vulgar and crude the way he did in that first monologue, I think he's exceeded the line. I don't listen. I'm against boycotts. I don't believe in any of that stuff, but he should at least have a sincere apology, right?
You would think so. It's never going to happen, though. I think that he has an insatiable appetite for getting the approbation of radicals, radical progressives in Hollywood, and he's feeling it now, and I think he's feeling some sort of validation. I wish there was more of a backlash among decent liberals, and I guess they're unfortunately too few and far between in America anymore. But I think it's interesting that you talk about the history of late night comedy and politics. Eric, I think that's what's happened is that the left has gotten so desperate because they realize how marginalized they've become among mainstream America that we've gone far beyond, you know, Bill Clinton playing the saxophone with Arsenio Hall. Even Jimmy Fallon, I think, remember, he came under attack during the campaign because he did have Donald Trump on it. And what was his sin? Treating Donald Trump like a human being. There's nothing more anathema to the radical left than doing anything that would humanize conservatives and Republicans.
Michelle, remember David Letterman? David Letterman got into a whole heap of trouble when he was. I think he also crossed the line when he talked about Sarah Palin's daughter. I mean, he got dinged for that as well. You think CBS would learn their lessons?
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm so glad that you reminded our audience of that fact, because it was absolutely disgusting. I mean, these people on the left in the Democratic Party are always lecturing their political enemies that you shouldn't go after women, that you shouldn't talk about the children of political figures. And the way that David Letterman talked about the Palin family was way beyond the pale. And he gave a faux apology after there was a backlash on that. And again, we're talking about the double standards that the radical hate-filled left always gets away with. And it really is time to draw a line on that. Where's the corporate responsibility?
All right, well, maybe we'll ask Les Bloomberg what he thinks of what's going on his late night program. We're going to leave it right there, Michelle Malkin. Thank you so much.
I think that is true, what she's saying. You know, where's the corporate media on that? And the left get away with murder. Like, if we were to say something, all hell would break loose. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.